And we are recording, not live, unfortunately. Let's see, this will broadcast probably on Monday. So, unfortunately, we've already left El Salvador, but right now we are in El Salvador. And I'm here with a couple of members of our founders group. And the reason I want to have this series of the boots on the ground in El Salvador is to show you guys, regular listeners, new listeners, and also the Founders Group members, is the importance of showing up at events and the importance of literally witnessing and living what we're doing. Here in El Salvador, it's one thing seeing all of the pictures, Lloyd puts out, or I actually put out, and we give you updates and all that. It's completely different than actually coming here and living it and actually going out and meeting with projects and actually talking with projects and other investors. Now, as we go through, it's I want you to see yourself in each of us and see yourself not as just an investor in ICOs and cryptos and projects and all that. You should look at yourself as a revolutionary, as a active person in a movement. And so let's jump right in. I want you each to introduce yourself and how you got involved.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Debbie Pusatier. I live in New York State. I'm so excited to be here. I am a founder, and I'm also on the board of directors with Ben for the venture capital firm. How I came to be here was obviously Ben, but through the X22 report. You want a full-blown now, or you want Mark to introduce himself? Okay. So I decided to come visit El Salvador. It's going to sound a little bit odd, but I'm actually changing careers right now in my life, not knowing really where I was going to be headed. Ran across Ben, decided to start following Ben, and saw a different lifestyle, which in my mind is a reality, but in reality, it wasn't a reality, if you know what I'm saying. So when the El Salvador event came to be, and we've talked about it, so that was the reality in my mind, for me to actually be here makes it real for me. Not that it wasn't real before, but it solidifies my decision on where I want to go and what I want to do for my future. And it's definitely, I see the future so differently now, and this just seals the deal. We're here, it's happening, we're changing the world. So that's why I'm here.
Awesome.
Hey, my name is Mark Schwager. I'm also from New York, and I just came here because crypto's the way of the future. It's taken over, and it's going to be the next big thing, and we're all going to benefit from it, and it's going to change everything and the way we do everything. So
now also, these two are brother and sister, and you initially got him in, right?
I got him involved, but he initially educated.
I got her into crypto, and she got me into this.
There you go. All right. Question number one, and just roll with whatever is right on your top of your head. What have you learned since you've come here to El Salvador? We all at Joe.
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I've actually learned by experience that you really can transact with Bitcoin. I've seen it happen. I've actually done it with some people. It works. It's real. It's a way of life, and it's so easy. And when you are brought up in a fiat system where you're so used to hold the dollar, give the dollar, get the change, the register, all of that, and then you actually transact with Bitcoin with the push of a button in 30 seconds, it's a reality that's hitting home, where it's actually forcing me to learn a new way of life. And that's probably the biggest takeaway I've had here in El Salvador, and that's actually happening. And I can see it. I can see the signs. I can see the people. We were out to dinner last night, and an older gentleman approached me in the restaurant who worked there and asked me if I knew and had heard that El Salvador accepts Bitcoin, which I thought was cute because he didn't know why we were there. So it's true. It's happening. It's spreading, and it's real.
I'd have to say the same things that she's saying, but also just coming here and hearing the propaganda before we came about how, travel advisory don't come and all this crap. And then you come here and you look around and all the people are really nice and amazing and helpful. And it's just awesome to be here. The atmosphere, the local is just the local traditions, the food, everything. Everybody's cool. It seems safe. I feel safe here.
Yeah.
Walking around down by the ocean was amazing. It's a great place, and I love it.
Yeah. All right. As a founders group member, how much has it helped you actually coming down here, seeing the office, actually meeting the projects we have here, and actually talking with other people who actually came down here? How has that helped you as actually being like a founders group member?
Well, I've been a part of this group for, I want to say, almost 2 years now. And Ben's been talking about the founders group. He's been talking about then the venture capital group for those founders that want to get involved in it. And you hear a great idea, you want it to happen immediately. I know I do. I'm impatient. And you also don't realize how much effort it takes, education and work to get from the plan in your mind to the final chapter. So I think a lot of us, we're looking at Ben because I think we all look up to Ben, because if it weren't for Ben, I wouldn't have the knowledge I have. I wouldn't have the excitement I have. I wouldn't have these opportunities. So you look to someone like that I don't even want to use the word idolize, because idol is such a bad word. Admire. And you think that they're like a Superman. So you think he can snap his fingers and it's all done and it's ready. And I know that other founders that I've talked to were all so excited, have been, to get to this point, that you get a little impatient and you get frustrated and you don't understand why we're not doing it yet. So here we are, fast forward. This has helped me realize and appreciate how many steps it must have taken Lori and Ben to get here. And not just setting up this office, but setting up, meeting people, setting up bank accounts, learning how you get around.
Lawyers.
Oh my gosh. But it solidifies what Ben and Lori have been saying all the time, which is, this is going to take a little time. Sorry, it's not done, but we're working as hard as we can, and there's so much to do. And on top of that, Ben's always right on a regular schedule with his Patreon shows and his daily shows, which I don't know how he does it. Plus he's moving and he's doing 1,000 other things. So it brings to me the reality that it should have been a long wait. Because it wasn't a long wait, we never would have had the quality put together. This office is amazing. The people that they have set up here are amazing. I have met people from El Salvador. Oh my gosh, I can't keep up on all the names. I'm not good with names anyway, but just the environment that they've created with their little community already, and the number of people they know, the context they have, the good information, and they've laid a base for all of us. So when we come down here and transact, because this is our office, we'll have a group of people to go to. So we'll never be alone here, even if Lori and Ben aren't here. So I now see why it took so long to get to this point. However, it's worth the wait, and I can't wait for the rest of our future. Thank you, Ben and Lori.
Thanks. I really can't add much more than she pretty much said everything, but it makes it real. It's like everything's coming together, and I know nothing, like she said, nothing happens with the snap of a finger usually, but it's definitely moving along. It's awesome. Everything. The offices here are amazing, and everybody has to come down and check them out, and it's going to be great. We're going to go a long way.
Yeah, it's because I look at it like this. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be involved in this group. So launching it, what I told Lori was, look, we are basically creating a high rise, something like these. And the most important part of a high rise is the very lowest floor, the foundation. And we wanted it where everyone was very protected, that everything was very open, that everyone in the group and on the platform can see everything going on. The transparency was almost in a way revolutionary, because our platform and our venture capital fund is literally the only venture capital fund in existence where you as a member, you can literally click a link and see in real time the assets. It's all on blockchain. It's right there. And any transaction, any movement of any capital is registered on the blockchain. And creating that in itself is hard. Then we wanted it all over the world. So we had to hire lawyers. We had to hire PR people in certain areas who had relationships with media. We had to launch our offices. We had to actually get furniture for the offices. And it's such a process, but I wanted the foundation so strong that nothing could ever tip over this growing high rise, because it isn't just us. It's in 20, 30, 40 years, I want our grandchildren watching this and going, God, we're in that office right now, or we own that building right now, and this is a generational movement, and it is decentralized. I've had people ask, well, what if something happens to you? Well, the founders group is 1,750 people. If something happens to me, I want it where 1,749 people have my back and have where, yeah, I'll be missed, but it isn't going to crumble.
Make sure you write down your ideas before you go.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's it's I want it where it is the very first decentralized active investment group ever, where the individuals who own the shares run the company that handles the investment. And that's why on our platform, everyone gets a vote. Every project, you have a vote. And any money that is moved or used in our group, it has a vote right behind it. If you ever click on our blockchain or our register, our wallets, and you don't see, you see something that we didn't vote on, let me know, because that shouldn't be there. And plus, we're all watching it. It isn't that we don't trust, it's just we don't need to trust anymore. We have blockchain where we can verify every day. And something else with these the investment funds. Any movement will require multi-signatures of the board of directors. And that is another layer of security where me and Loy, we can't move any funds without an approval of someone else. It protects everyone's capital, and it keeps us all knowing that, not only are we in a great group, we're in a great group with security features that even if there's a couple of bad apples, there's nothing they can do, and that's what we wanted to create. Now, next question is what are you hoping for the future for our group? What is your personal point where you're like, wow, we've really done it. We've really changed lives. We've really seen, projects, run through the whole system. And at the end of it, you see like smiling faces. And we've all actually made our returns, and seeing the return on investment like show up in your wallet.
Well, I will answer that, but I want to start with something I didn't answer from the last question, which kind of feeds into this. We had the opportunity last night, to actually work and see and test out some of these projects. I mean, real life. We weren't watching a video. We were interacting with the owners of the projects and trying them out to see if we physically like them or the experience was a good experience. And as I was doing that, which was another thing that made this real for me, as I was doing that, I actually was thinking about the question that Ben just asked, which is ironic. And I was thinking 4 or 5 years down the road, when these people that I met today at the beginning of this whole inception, like to me, this is the first birthday, not even the first birthday, but the celebration of birth. And this cannot be created in my mind, this experience. So for me to be here, I'm just beyond excited. But I thought about all of those people that were also with me and the people that were creating these ideas and thinking, wow, we're going to be here in 5 years with the same people. And those people, the virtual reality that I tried out, the coffee that I tried, these people will now have a big successful business employing 100 people or hundreds of people, stable economically, and also then have gone out to inspire other people to open businesses. But to be having those conversations about the success that they experienced because of Ben and because of our group and the lives we've changed. Just, I know that in 5 years, I'm going to be seeing these people again. I'm going to be experiencing their growth and their success. And that to me will be the wow moment, like, holy crap, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you said. It's just going to be, amazing. We're going to change things, the way things are done, make it better for everyone. Everyone gets to benefit from it, and it's just going to be all around great. We're going to obviously want to make some money, but it's going to be not just beneficial for us. It's going to be beneficial for everybody. It's going to just change the way things are done, make it easier, faster, more secure, and for the future, it looks bright.
Well, I got one more question for our sponsor, CALIX Solutions. Do each of you have laptops? You each have two. Oh, wow. You guys are like super clients.
We're super scared.
Yeah. Super paranoid. I don't even trust myself. I have an extra one just in case I get iffy. What do you like about your laptop, and at what point did you go, yes, this makes absolute sense?
Well, I'm that person that thinks it can never happen to me. And it hasn't happened to me. However, as I'm talking to other founders and we're chit-chatting about how much crypto we already have and where we have it, and hearing Ben say, oh, be careful. I had most of it. I had all of it on my phone. I'm not going to lie, on the phone that I use every day. And I thought, no problems. And I have had no problems. However, then I started hearing Ben on his show talk about people that I actually knew that had started losing it. And you do that, one of those, Deb, you wait one more day. You're going to hear Ben saying, I won't use what he says, but you know what Ben says. Anyway, and, again, the shift in my life, I started to invest heavily in crypto, and that would have hurt if I lost it. So I think the biggest thing that it does for me is a sense of security, because you have that little thing in the back of your mind every day saying, got to take care of that crap, that crypto, get it off your phone. And then the other part's like, you're busy, do it tomorrow. But you always have that nag. So the nag is gone. I feel amazing about it. And I can't wait until they come out with a crypto phone. Because I'm staking my Divvy. I have my Divvy mobile wallet. So it would be easier for me, I think, to just get a phone and put my Divvy on that. Because my Divvy's still on my phone. Sorry, Ben. Wait a minute. So I'm waiting for that. But I think that's the most important thing is the security, like Ben says.
It definitely is the most important thing, the security, but also the opportunities to make money, passive income just by letting your computer do the work. And like you said, the more computers you have, the more work is getting done, right?
Yeah.
You're doing the work of one person or two people or three people or four people, and you just got opportunities endless coming out of there. So it's the security, the knowing that nobody can get into it and it's totally safe is the key. So yes.
Absolutely.
Providing you follow the rules.
Yes. Follow the do's and the don'ts
Right.
that we send with the laptop.
Definitely.
And it's there are several projects we've interviewed that we haven't had on yet, that are literally, you'll host some of their software on your laptop and the project will be paying you to host it there. And the reason they chose our laptops, and they that they really only want to host on secure laptops is exactly that. Their project is actually based on their blockchain and the purity of their blockchain. So they want the security that these laptops, give them. They're actually built strictly for cryptocurrencies. And that way, these projects, and my friends, I've told you over and over again, this is the future. More and more of projects and software and companies will literally pay you to host and create and help hold up their networks on your crypto laptops from CALIX, because it is a CALIX laptop. Where if you just have a regular laptop that you use on a daily basis, they're not going to want to have their blockchain on a laptop that could easily be infected with malware or another term I'm hearing is harshware. Harshware is well, that's a long topic we'll talk about in the future. But it's frightening where if you're using just a regular laptop, it's actually software that it learns your algorithm of how you use your laptop. And then when you think you're logged off of your laptop, the algorithm actually kicks on and it takes over your laptop and you don't even know it's active. And it literally mimics your typing time, because a lot of this recognition software has this in it where part of the security is, how you like grab your phone and go boop, 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 boop. You have it, you have a certain rhythm you do that in.
Right.
Security software will recognize that. And if it doesn't match your rhythm, they ask you, hey, is this really you? Could you verify? Well, this harshware is actually learning your rhythm of how you use your laptop. So it's tricking that scares the hell out of me.
Right.
I'm like, my God, they're mimicking your frequency. And that just scares the hell out of me. And so at CALIX, we're already on it. Patrick is nuts about security. I mean, he's always researching, new threats and new this and new that. And I've heard harshware just recently, and I'm just really learning about it. But we hear and we learn about the security threats prior to the general public, because we're in the industry. So if we learn about it first, we can alter or tweak or add something to our laptops and send our clients, hey, log in at CALIX. There's an update. There's a new security threat that you guys should know about, and we can educate you on what we are seeing on the front lines. And that's why everyone who purchases a laptop, you actually get a login on the CALIX site, which grants you access to a lot of other information and updates. We're actually going to be adding on some products and services that will allow you to feel even more secure. And as we do that, I will let you know, and CALIX will let you know. All right, let's wrap this up with a couple of last thoughts. My last thought on this episode is the energy, the movement that we're involved with, and seeing and hanging out with all of the other members that online, and we've actually done Zooms and all that, but actually hanging out, like going out to eat and eating dinner and joking and like going to the beach or whatever. It's nothing's gonna slow this down. We've already reached, I guess a blast off or whatever you would call it, and I'm just really excited about the energy and movement.
My last thoughts would be, again, thank you to Ben for everything and Lori for making this actually a reality. But it also makes me realize that now's the time for me to go back to the people that I'm here representing who couldn't be here, that are founders and soon to be founders, and to let them know that this is a group that needs action now, not a group that's just going to sit back and wait for Ben and Lori to make us money. It's a group where we all need to be involved on any level that we can to collectively grow this movement. This isn't a club that you join, that you just sit back and pay your dues. It's a club that you're a part of, that you want to expand. Think of it like you get married, you have a family, you have kids, you grow, you get your roots down. Well, this is what we want to do. And we want everybody out there who hasn't yet considered being a founder to think about it, because we're going to change the world. We need doers. If you're a doer, please come and do with us.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks to Ben and Lori for everything they do. It's a lot of work, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to all benefit, and I can't wait for the future. I mean,
yeah,
it's looking good.
Absolutely.
It's like you said about the group. It's like one for all and all for one. Everybody's, brother and sisters already. Everybody gets along great. It's like you meet people, and all of a sudden you feel like you've known them for years, and everybody's awesome, and I can't wait.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ben. We love you.
No problem, hon. You're going to get me teary-eyed. That's the end of the show. If you're interested in joining the Founders Group, or you just want information, there are links under the video for the Founders Group. There's a telephone number under here, and and click it or call us, ask us questions. We always have people who actually answer the phone, and if you get the recording, leave your name, your number, and we will definitely call you back. If you're interested in a CALIX laptop, hold up, Patrick. There's another link under here. And, or actually go right to, oh, yes, the QR code. I keep on forgetting there's a QR code right here. You have your phone, you hit that QR code, will take you right to the CALIX Solutions laptop website. So everyone have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.